All right, so there's guys out there who just cannot get over rejection. They may be talking to a girl and they're like, oh, she's definitely interested, bro. I know she's interested. Yet they'll never ask her out. So she's interested, but you won't ask her out on a date. Doesn't make any sense to me. Whereas there's other guys out there who put themselves out there consistently. You know, they may get rejected, and if they do, they shrug their shoulders, they move on, they're okay with being vulnerable, and these guys have a much more successful dating life. I'll talk about what I think is the difference here and how you can clearly tell if someone's interested in you. Without further ado, let's dive into it. I remember clearly, this is back in like grade 8, right? In my martial arts class, there was this girl who I really liked. And at that time, you know, I was too scared to go up and talk to her in person. So after the class, I like added her on Facebook and slid in the Facebook DMs, right? And I remember one night specifically, I was on my phone and I was texting her, right? And I sent her a message, something along the lines of, hey, how can I tell? So I really like this girl. How can I tell if this girl is interested in me? And obviously, the girl I was talking about was her, right? Because I was interested in her, but I didn't tell her that. And she sent a response. And this is honestly some of the best dating advice I've ever gotten in my life. At that time, I didn't realize it. And now I look back as I have more dating experience. And truthfully, this is some of the best dating advice I've ever gotten in my life. She said to me, if a girl is interested in you, it'll be blatantly obvious. You will know, right? And at that time, I was like, yeah, right. But I found this to be true again and again and again in my life, right? Now, I want to talk about my background a little bit and why I was so lost in this kind of dating world. I'm an immigrant kid. I came here to Canada when I was like 10. I came from Pakistan. And one of the things I was most excited about when I came here was that I'll finally be able to date. Because you can't really date openly in Pakistan anyway. When I came here, I was like this nerdy, chubby kid, you know, playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 all day, yelling at my TV. And my basic technique for trying to get girls was pretending I wasn't really interested. Oh, I just want to be friends, lol. And then once we were friends and we were talking for a few months, I'd send like a huge text message or Facebook message. Oh, actually, I love you so much. I want to date you. And 100% of the time, this led to me getting friend zoned, right? I was so bad at dating that I'm going to give you a story that's probably one of the most cringe stories of my life, but I'm happy to share it to hopefully get the point across. I'm telling you, this is like cringe. But anyway, this is back in like grade 8, I want to say. And I really like this girl. And I made like a PowerPoint presentation to like talk about how much I liked her. And I sent that to her. And she obviously, I guess she ended up sharing it with the whole school. And the whole school found out about it. Right. And I became basically a laughing stock at the school. Right. Keep in mind, this is a girl that I would like rarely talk to in person. Right. But again, this is how clueless I was in the dating market. Right. And another insecurity I had was around my skin color. Of course, I'm an immigrant kid. I wasn't born here. So there were thoughts in my mind, would people here even be attracted to someone of my skin color? Right. Now, look, I'll be straight up with you. The title of this video is clickbait. Because, like with the advice I talked about before, I don't think you need, oh, 5 signs she's interested, 10 signs she's interested. You don't need any of this, okay? If she's interested, you will know, okay? It'll be very obvious. And part of the problem here is these YouTubers or articles online say, oh, she's just playing games, bro. If she's not agreeing to a date, she's playing hard to get. Like, no, take that thought, throw it out the window. We don't listen to those people. I can tell you a story about like a year, maybe a little over a year ago. I was talking to this girl. I was texting her, and I was, asking her, hey, because we'd already gone out on one date. Hey, do you want to go out on a date again? And she's like, oh, I don't know. I have this thing going on. I have that thing going on. And I was just straight up. I said, hey, that's cool. I'm attracted to you. And because it was a few times that it happened. It wasn't like the first time, right? So I was like, I'm attracted to you. I want to go out on a date with you. I can't seem to get a clear answer here. So look, just give me a clear answer. Are you interested? If you are, cool, we can plan it. If not, no problem. I said something along those lines. And then she ended up, apologizing or something. And then she agreed on a date. And everything was smooth sailing after that. I put it in quotes because we were just never good for each other in the first place. That's a whole nother story. But the point being, you should expect clear answers in this dating market. And if you're not getting clear answers, you can ask for one. Obviously, in a respectful way. Don't be like, oh, F you, but use some common sense. So you can just ask for clear answers, right? And again, you should expect clear answers. Let's run a thought experiment. Let's assume that a girl actually does like you. but she's not being clear with you. So she's the one of those girls that plays games or plays hard to get or whatever, right? Do you even want to be in a relationship with that girl? Do you want to be in a relationship with someone where you're constantly stressed out and worried about, oh my God, where do I stand? Do they still like me? Or do you want to be in a relationship with someone who cannot communicate clearly with you? Or do you want to be in a relationship with someone where they clearly tell you how it is, are honest with you? It's an easy choice for me. I hope it's an easy choice for you too. Another part of the issue here is people who say, oh, you got to be friends first, bro. If you're straight with your intention, it's creepy. Be friends first. Like, take that thought throughout the window. All right. Look, I'm not saying, like, if you want to go the friend route first, I'm not saying, like, don't do it or something, right? You can do what you want. But this mentality hurt me a lot more than it helped me. And I think it's unfair to both people because, like I said, I was doing this all the time before. Just to give that martial arts story again, what did I do with that girl? I slid into the Facebook messages and I pretended, oh, I just want to be friends. I have no other intentions. And that's unfair to her too. Because she's thinking she's getting this friendship, this genuine friendship. But the minute after a few months, I expressed like my love for her, so to speak, and said, oh, actually, I want to date you. And she said no. The friendship disintegrated. What kind of friendship is that? That friendship, the reason it disintegrated is because it was built on a false premise. The premise was that, oh, I actually just want to be friends. But the real premise was, I'm trying to get into a relationship here. Again, it's unfair to both of you. It's unfair to her because you're not being honest with what you actually want from that situation. So she thinks she's getting a friend. In reality, she's not. And it's unfair to you because you're going to be wasting all this time and you're just like it's just crappy all around. Trust me. Okay. There's nothing wrong with being clear with your intentions. Again, be respectful. All those things, like that goes without saying, right? Be respectful. Don't be like rude or anything like this. But just, hey, I find you attractive. I want to go on a date with you. Do you want to go on a date sometime? Right? Simple stuff, right? And again, both these people, they put these standards on us to give us unrealistic expectations of how the dating market should be and how we should navigate it. I can tell you right now, both these trains of thoughts that I just talked about, one with like the playing games, oh, she's just playing games. Second, oh, you got to be friends first. You can't be honest about the fact that you find her attractive or whatever. Both these hurt me a lot more than they help me, right? So again, I can filter this message down to just, if I was to filter it down to just one thing, if she is interested in you, you will know. And if you are in any doubt, just ask, hey, do you want to go on, I find you attractive, do you want to go on a date sometime? Sending that message alone will make the answer very clear as to whether or not she's interested in you. Hey, I just want to end this video off by saying, be kind to yourself throughout this process. This is not an easy journey that you've embarked on, right? Like, facing rejection, as much as I may have made it sound like easy on the surface, I understand it's a very, very, very hard thing to do. And like 99% of people can't do it. They can't get over rejection. That's why people don't like things like sales. And that's why, you don't really see, on the dating side, a lot of guys or gals being very honest and straightforward with their intention because everyone is scared of rejection, right? It is a scary thing, right? And on my end, like I always thought, because I've been on the self-improvement journey for a while, I thought, oh, if I get abs, then I'll get way less rejections. Or once I have money, I'll get way less rejection. And these were just kind of ways for me to also combat rejection, to hopefully face it less and less. But guess what? Now I'm in the best shape of my life. I make six figures. Not trying to say that's rich, but that's good money for my age, right? And I still have to do these things. I still have to put myself out there, and I still get rejected, right? It's still as hard for me today as it was before, right? The success rates may have gone up, like fine, fair enough, right? Of course, as you improve, you're gonna be able to attract more girls. That's just facts. But it doesn't change the fact that rejection still happens. And honestly, it still sucks as much as it did the first day. So I still struggle with this. But I just want you to imagine for a second. Imagine that you take this advice, you run with it. Now your dating life is on the up and up and up. It's improving day by day by day because you have girls in your life who enjoy spending time with you. You enjoy spending time with them. And there's no ambiguity. There's no more of this stress. Oh, does she like me? Does she not like me? No more of this nonsense anymore. You've got girls in your life, again, who you genuinely enjoy spending time with, and your dating life is improving by the day. I want you to imagine for a second that your confidence is going up every single day because, rejection is like this counterintuitive thing. where we fear it. We're so anxious about it every single day. Yet every single time I've done something that's hard, that has the potential of rejection, without fail, my confidence has gone up every single time. I just had a boxing fight a few days ago. There were like anywhere from 25 to 50 people watching. I got whooped, right? I'll just be honest. And I'm not embarrassed about that whatsoever. Because I don't care what anyone over there, and that's like a form of rejection as well, right? To get whooped while a bunch of people are watching. But I don't care what any of those people think. I did something that 90% of guys won't do to get into a ring and fight, right? And I'm damn proud of myself for that. So I don't feel, even though on the surface that may seem like something that'll make you feel bad, it's actually something that increased my confidence. And I found a similar thing happens when you face rejection in any aspect of life. Initially, of course, it sucks, but in the long run, it increases your confidence like nothing else. So now imagine your confidence is going up day by day by day. Imagine that. That's the path you're on, right? Be kind to yourself, okay? Be nice to yourself throughout this process. There's no reason to beat yourself up over every little thing, right? Like any self-improvement thing, it'll be, the journey will have its ups, it'll have its downs. Be kind to yourself throughout this process. Trust the process. I believe you can do it, but what I believe doesn't matter. Frankly, what you believe matters. So I hope you believe in yourself too. And that's all I got for this video. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Ultimately, I want this to be our positive little community where we help each other, support each other, and help each other get to the next level in life. So please come join the community. I'll leave my Instagram, TikTok somewhere here. Please do support there as well. Please do like, comment, subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Peace.